So you probably just got diagnosed with multiple myeloma, a cancer, and you're probably wondering what's going on now, what's going to happen, and well, that's what I was going through. I didn't I didn't know exactly how to deal with because I never gotten sick before. I'm not the type of person that gets sick. I'm 50 years old, and for pretty much 50 years of my life, I've been a pretty healthy person. I probably had the flu maybe once or twice the most. I don't even remember that. I never got COVID. I never got sick with COVID, and so when I was told that I had cancer, that I had multiple myeloma, my first reaction was, "Am I going to die?" And at the same time, I was thinking, well, this is another thing that I have to deal with, another battle. The first thought that came to my mind was all the friends. I had a friend of mine who died from pancreatic cancer. I think he was 43 when he died, and I remember him being in the bed, all skinny, looking, not looking good at all. And those are the thoughts that came to my head. My uncle, I had an uncle that died at the age of 33. He had colon cancer. So those are the thoughts that came to me at that moment. That I'm gonna die. That I'm gonna, spend time in the bed or whatever. I was gonna be sick, and all these things. I did not know anything about multiple myeloma. I didn't know what it was. They kind of explained it to me at that time, but that thing just went over my head. My thought is that what am I going to do now? My daughter was with me when they told me that, and she was 13 years old. She's 13 years old still, and I remember her looking at me and waiting for my reaction, but I didn't really have a lot of reaction. Eventually, she started crying. Her eyes started getting watery, and she started crying and all that. So I grabbed her and I hugged her, but I still didn't absorb the fact that I was sick with cancer. This was on April 7, 2024. So like 2 months ago, exactly 2 months ago. Today is June 6th, 2024. Um, so just to tell you a little backstory, everything started over a year ago when I started having some back pains. And when I turned 49, I decided to start exercising. I got into the gym and I started exercising. I wasn't doing any heavy lifting. I wasn't doing any of that. Mostly I did cardio. I did this as some pull-ups and things like that, but nothing heavy. But right after that, I started getting back pain. At the same time, that weekend I was working and I lifted some stuff and all that, and I started getting those back pain as well from work related. So my assumption was I got either hurt at work or I got hurt in the gym, whatever. And I decided to go to the urgent care. I went to the urgent care and they told me that I probably have a muscle span. Maybe I started activating my muscles, and that could have caused me the pain. And it was really like, the pain was coming from here all the way here, so it was really uncomfortable. Most of my back and part of my front and all that, it was very uncomfortable. So they gave me some pain medicine, some muscle relaxers, and sent me home. The pain medicine, the muscle relaxer, they helped me a little bit, but the pain will never go away. And a few weeks passed, I think even like a month passed, and I went back to the hospital. I went back to the urgent care, and they told me that muscle span, muscle strain takes a couple of months to go away. They gave me more muscle medication, muscle relaxers, and all that. And then they also referred me to go see a bone doctor. Um, I called the place, the bone doctor, but they didn't have any opening available immediately. And even now, like right now, I'm in treatment, so Sometimes I even get tired of just talking or just, I don't know, moving. Right now, I have a little light pain in my chest, a little light pain on my back, and all that. And of course, I have a light headache as well. So that was pretty much the side effects I started having after the first week of treatment. Sundays, I'll be really tired, very sleepy, and stuff like that. And just dealing with it, going through it. But one of the things that I did that I want to talk about is the fact that I decided to change my diet. You see, I did the research. I read everything. I looked everywhere. I went online and I researched. And one of the things I realized was that my diet was not good. Although I was a very healthy person, I've been having a bad diet for a long time. Because of my business, I'm a business owner. I'm running around all the time, eating at McDonald's, eating on the street, just catching whatever I can and just eating and things like that. Drinking a lot of soda, not drinking enough water, and just not eating healthy at all. And so I decided that what, in reading about it and watching videos, I realized that multiple myeloma is basically one of your cells going wrong, your cells becoming going bad, and they start attacking your bones. I think it's from the white cell. I can't even remember which one it is, but and I started reading more, and I learned that these cells are fed by sugar. Anything that is really not healthy for you is what feed these cells. One of the things that I read there is that one way to control your cancer is to starve these cells, you know. And while I was in the hospital already, they kind of put me on a diet in which I did not eat for about 48 hours because they were going to do some tests on me. So actually going 2 days without eating, that kind of affects the bad cells. At the same time, because I figured out that, not eating healthy was one of the reasons these cells spread, I decided to change my diet right away. I ended up buying an extractor. I started making juices. My wife started making juices. I started making carrot juices, beet juice, with ginger, and I would drink that in the morning. I started eating a lot of salad. I found out that chickpeas is a really good food to eat to fight cancer. Uh, I started reading about, broccoli, spinach, eat a lot of plants, eat a lot of fresh food. So I changed my diet completely, and for the first month while I was getting treatment, I was pretty much eating very healthy, like a vegetarian diet. That was my main focus. And and I did that for the whole month of treatment, the first month, and it turned out that it did help me a lot because after 1 month of treatment, on the last two, part of my treatment is that I go every week. I get my blood drawn. They take blood out of me. They do a test. They also not only take blood out of me, they also have to do a urine sample, 24-hour urine sample, and all those things. So the first time when they did the blood test, of course, it showed that I had a lot of cancerous cells in my bloodstream and things like that. Well, on the last two blood tests, it turned out that I didn't have any more cancer cells on my bloodstream. And that was a pretty good outcome. So they lowered my dose of treatment. I used to take Revlin 20 milligrams. Now I'm taking Revlin 50 milligrams. Instead of getting two injections now, once a week, I'm only getting one. Um, I can't remember the name of the injections that I get. I usually, one way that I deal with this is that I smoke. I smoke weed every time I go and get treatment, so I don't have to deal with it and stuff like that. But I basically was able to, by changing my diet, by eating healthy, I was able to control the spread of the cancer, to control the creation of this bad treatment, medical treatment, all that It works for me, has worked, but I also feel that you have to be proactive for your own health. You have to be proactive for your own good. You have to focus on yourself. You need to find ways that you're going to make yourself better, and you have to stay positive. Praying helps a lot. I prayed all the time. I thank God every day that I'm alive. Every morning, I thank God that I have another day to live, and I'm not taking any more days for granted, you know. I love my life. I love my family. My daughter, my youngest daughter is 13. My oldest son is 27. I have 4 kids. I want to be here for a long time. I want to see my grandkids. And I want to enjoy my life. Like, I have 50 wonderful years, and I'm looking for 30, 40 more wonderful years. And I don't want to be dealing with pain. I don't want to be dealing with taking pills and all that. And I strongly believe that if you take care of yourself, if you eat healthy, you can decide the treatment that you're going to take that is recommended. I think my doctor, the doctor I have at Civil Hospital, is a really good doctor. I read about it. She's been working with multiple myeloma patients since 1996. So she has a lot of experience, many years of experience. So her suggestion has been amazing, and I'm seeing the difference in my health. I'm seeing the difference in my life now, that the cancer is pretty much in remission now after 1 month of treatment. And I'm hoping that, I just did a blood test today again. I need to check out the results and all that, but I'm wishing you the best. I wish you a fast recovery. I wish you guys, if you have multiple myeloma, to love yourself, take care of yourself, and do the right thing. Is something that um, you can beat it. Cancer is not unbeatable. Multiple myeloma is something that you can control and you can make it happen. I'll be praying for all of you guys. May God bless you. Keep your faith in God. Keep your mind positive. Start eating healthy and focus on yourself. Love yourself. Take care.